Good morning. Good morning and happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Tuesday edition of Trail Talk with Tamara. Yep, I'm Tamara, and I'm on my trail, which is really just the dirt road in front of my house. But I'm on it, which means it was an acceptable temperature this morning. Yes, it has not been. It has been unseasonably cold. In fact, I think we had a frost. Well, we did have a frost. You can see it on this tall grass here. We had a frost last night. We've had a frost the last 3 days. Some parts of Michigan have had measurable snowfall. It's just like, you know what? It may be warm. It may be cold. It may rain. It may snow. It may frost. It may thaw. It may do whatever it wants this month of May, because that's its name. So anyway, here we are. We're out for a walk this morning. Oh, goodness. I don't even know where to start. I think I talked to you guys Friday morning, because then like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it is just, well, I slept in Saturday and I slept in Sunday because I needed to rest. Because this getting up early it's for the birds. Tweet, tweet, tweet. So here I am. I'm up. I'm walking. I wish it was warmer. 40 degrees would be nice, not 30. I had a stellar week. I really did. I had a stellar week. And then yesterday happened. Yep. It happened. And I had like all these weeklies. Yesterday was the last day of my week. WeightWatchers week. I had all these weeklies, and I went to bed last night with 5 of them. Yep, just 5 left. Maybe not even 5. I ate them all yesterday. Had a lot of internal anxieties about different things. I shared with some of you, I'm trying to move forward with some creative business venture ideas. I just struggle with, ironically, self-doubt, which is what we talked about last week. So it's okay. I just struggled with it, and I felt really hungry yesterday. And I didn't take the time to decide if it was an emotional hunger or a physical hunger. I just fed it. And it happens. And then we get up and we move on. So this morning I got up. This morning, and I got up and I told myself I was going to take a walk. Because it's cold. I told myself it wasn't to get myself to do this, but to be honest with myself, now that we're out here, myself is telling myself it's cold. Because it's cold. So, but it's pretty. It's pretty. So I got up this morning and I thought, for a few days in a row, this was my habit to get up early and walk. I gotta switch hands because this one's cold. Habit. Oh, now I gotta switch hands because my notes are in my other pocket. So I thought we'd talk about habits this morning. This is going to be the one about habits. Interestingly enough, there are things that we do that are habits that we don't even think about. But when it comes to starting one, it can be one of the hardest things we ever do. So when we start something new, the ideal is for that new thing to become automatic. Almost, habitual in time, right? You want to do something new in your life. That new thing, we'd like it to become automatic. Like I said, there's things we do every day that are automatic, that are our habits. Like brushing our teeth, getting up in the morning and going to the bathroom. Now we have physical triggers for those things, but they're still our habits. So I thought we would talk about how to start a new habit. Okay, there we go. 7 ways to start a new habit. 1, focus on one at a time. Now, if any of you have followed my journey when it comes to starting health and wellness habits, that's what I did. I focused on one at a time. Why is this important? Well, it involved change. Change can be challenging. Change can be turning around, overwhelming. And so if we focus on too many changes at one time, do we ever really accomplish one change and do it well? I don't think so. So when I started my health and wellness journey, I decided the one thing that I would change first was that I would track my food. The good, the bad, although I don't really label foods that way anymore. The forward food, the backward food, and the ugly food. I was going to say good, bad, and ugly. And then I thought, I don't want to label food that way. So I did, and then that brought me some insight. And then I gave myself the parameters through WW to manage that food. And that was the habit I worked on. My habit was eating within my Smart Points budget. Took time. Sometimes. So it's my habit. Now sometimes I veer from that habit, like last night. But I focused on that first before I started adding in new habits. It is cold out here. Like, I have walked in 26-degree weather, and it did not feel as cold as it feels right now. Okay, so step 1, focus on one habit at a time. Step 2, take it slowly. Yeah, changing your habits takes time. It can take months. It took me, it's taking me 52 months to work on my food habits. I'm not discouraged by that because I keep trying and I see progress and I see growth. So, which in another Trail Talk, we will discuss how to break a bad habit or how to break a useless habit. Let's say that, not bad, useless. Okay, so take it slow. Give yourself time. It takes time. You will not create and keep a new habit overnight. 21 days, some researchers say, it takes to create a new habit and keep it and have it be automatic. Number 3 is similar. Number 3 is take that habit and do it daily. Do it daily and give it time. So, do we, at the beginning of our weight loss journey, decide we're going to be 5 days in and 2 days out as far as focusing on our food? Some people take it that way. I think very early on, my personal opinion is that's not really a great idea because you're training your body to love the useful choices, to love those, to know those, to have those be the habit. And I think the first 3 weeks, you need to focus on that. That is my personal opinion. After those 3 weeks, when you feel, if you feel, you have your feet underneath you and this is becoming a more habitual, automatic thing, then add in some of the things slowly that were habits before and see how it goes. See how it goes, because they can awaken inside of you and override the useful habit you just worked hard to create. So sometimes the two can work simultaneously, but just be cautious. All right, number 4. Keep track. Keep track of that habit. Oh, that's funny. We do that with WW, right? We track every day. We can go back and review our progress, review our habits, see patterns and routines in them. Some of us, who was it? Yvonne of Groceries and Grace just said she realizes it's her habit on Monday night to stress eat. She says it doesn't matter what the food is. It could be a 0 smart point stress eating food. It could be anything. Yvonne's got years of, I'm talking about an Instagrammer. She has years of experience and knowledge and a foundation of healthy habits. And yet she can review, based probably on her tracking, she can review those habits and pinpoint where she deviated into a different type of habitual course. So that's something to consider, is when we keep track, we analyze the data, and we can use that data, or data, however you choose to say it, to help us to make more useful choices or identify patterns of behavior where maybe our habits, the things we do automatically, need to be adjusted. Again, we'll talk about how to break a bad habit in another Trail Talk maybe tomorrow. So we're on step 4. Step 5 is be accountable. How do you do this? You may tell yourself, this week I'm working on this habit. And at the end of the week, after I keep track, I'm going to go back and I'm going to see how I did. Set yourself a goal. I want to do this habit every day. Did I do it? Join an accountability challenge. Do what you say may. You know, that's me. That's mine. Hold yourself accountable at the end of the day. Did you follow through on your habits? Okay. 6. I like this one. Reward yourself. Yes. Yes. Breaking habits, starting new habits, adjusting behaviors, changing what you do automatically deserves a reward. It does. It deserves a reward. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. You know what? I've never trained a puppy. But you know, I'm going to tell you. People train puppies, other animals, other human beings to follow through on the behaviors they would like them to exhibit based on a reward system. I don't think psychologically we will work any different, right? You know, if you do this, this is the reward, or it's the consequence. We're not talking about that today. We're talking about rewards. So plan yourself a reward. You tracked. Good, bad, ugly, useful, useless, whatever. All 7 days of your week, reward yourself, or whatever your goal is. Maybe it's the 4 days. Maybe you're just looking short term, 4 days, and you did it. What can your reward be? What can your reward be? I'm talking about more than a pat on the back. So, something to think about. All right. So that was number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that was number 6. It's hard to sound like you know what you're talking about. Read your notes and walk and film all at the same time. Y'all know I don't have a film crew, right? This is my film crew. It's my arm. Okay, so the 7th one is remove obstacles. Remove obstacles. All right, well, my habit last week was walking. I got out of the habit of getting up early. I mean, that habit slipped quick. It slipped quick. circumstantial, habitual behavior. Oh, so it did. But this morning, how did I remove the obstacle? One obstacle to getting up early is getting up. So I set my alarm. I did. Okay, and I told myself, what do I want more? My health and wellness goals or to sleep? Well, long term, I want my health and wellness goals. So my short-term behaviors get me there. Get your butt up, girl. So I got up. The other thing I did was last night, I pulled my clothes out. I set my leggings out, my undergarments, my shirt. I filled my water bottle up last night. I removed the obstacles. I told myself, Tamara, it will be 30 degrees and you will be fine. I did. I told myself that last night. And I removed the obstacles. And so, here I am. For some of us, the obstacles may be the chocolate that was gifted to us, the cake that was made for us or we made for other people. It may be the 5 peanut butter WW snack bars that were in your pantry, and so you decided to eat all 5 of them at the same time so that you no longer had them in the pantry because they were an obstacle to your success. Sounded highly specific, didn't it? Wonder where that experience of removing obstacles came from. That's not really what I'm talking about. I'm not saying eat the entire cake today so it's no longer an obstacle. I'm saying if the cake is an obstacle to the success of you establishing a habit, throw it away. Throw it away. If somebody's chocolates that they gifted you out of their love and appreciation are a obstacle to your habits, it's not going to hurt the chocolate's feeling. Oh, hello, son. It's not going to hurt. There it is. It's not going to hurt the feeling of the chocolates for you to throw them away or take a little bite and throw the rest away. It's not. And you know what? That person loves you more than they love you loving their chocolates. Their love for you should go deeper than that. So you can have a little, thank them for it, and then remove your obstacle. So maybe your obstacle is health and fitness. And the obstacle is you're home with your family and all your family's in all the same room all at the same time. How can you get your exercise done? Well, you can remove the obstacle, get up before your family. Do it after your family goes to bed. So anyway, okay, those are just ideas. What other useful things did I have written down here? Well, what are some healthy habits you can start? Let's finish with that. And maybe these don't apply to you and you have one specifically. I mean, what came to mind for me was get up earlier, because I realized how easily you can drop a useful habit. So think about your journey. Is there anything you were doing when you felt the most successful habitually or automatically that has become maybe not so automatic now? And can you implement that across the next 21 days and work on that habit so you can find that success again? Getting up early, drinking more water, taking care of your skin, staying active, being active, gratitude, flossing. The dentist would agree. Maybe you want to start running. I don't. Maybe you do. You know what one I really liked was being okay with saying no. It's a complete sentence. Something I have to think about. Can you make that your habit? Sometimes saying no in a graceful, gracious way is a challenge. Sometimes it's necessary. So those are things. So there we go. There's our talk on habits. So if you're participating in the Do What You Say May with Tamara challenge, and you have felt as not quite as successful as you had hoped. Analyze your habits, the things you do automatically. Decide on a new habit and implement the 7 steps to change. Did you write them down? Oh, you didn't? Oh, I did. They are: focus on one habit at a time until you do that well, and it is automatic, and it is habitual. Take it slowly. 2, that was 2. 3 is do it daily and give it time. Number 4 is keep track. Keep track of that habit. Number 5 is to hold yourself accountable for that behavior, that habit. 6, my favorite, reward yourself. And 7, look ahead and remove the obstacles. Maybe you need to put your floss out on the counter. Maybe you need to put your exercise shoes, your fitness gear out, lay it out the night before. Maybe your butt needs to sleep in it. That's all right. Whatever you need to do. Remove the obstacles in your way of being true to you and following through on your habits. That's your talk today. Thanks for tuning in for Trail Talk with Tamara. I'm Tamara. That's my trail. And remember, you've got goals. Go get them. Bye, guys.